Hello and welcome to tonight's Creating New Together live panel. And tonight we continue to explore our aha moment. As you can see, we have Anita from Australia, Orla from New Zealand, and myself, Sonia from Hong Kong. So if you feel at any moment you want to share your aha moment, ask any questions or make any suggestions, please feel free to do so. So as usual, we begin by just taking some nice deep breath to relax our energy. So please close your eyes and take some nice deep breath to relax, to let go of the busyness, to reconnect to your inner peace and enjoy. So how do you all feel?
Good. Thank you. It's beautiful. So last week we talked about our aha moments, and during the week we kept discussing and sharing our aha moments because it was such a great topic. And while we were doing so, we had a few aha moments ourselves, and namely around what makes an aha moment, and how is that different to a realization or an awakening or something that we've deduced logically because we've been thinking about it. And we realized through our sharing that aha moments that came to us seem to have come from something outside of ourselves, so to speak, from spirit or our intuition or from the universe, the bigger picture that we all exist within. And how once we've seen them, we can't unsee them. So they were like moments of illumination or epiphanies, or they hit us like a bolt of lightning that stopped us in our tracks. And also how they usually happened when we were doing something else, idling, washing the dishes, in the shower, when we least expect it. So that's what our discussion has been, and we're going to share tonight some more, and hopefully you can share yours as well. How do you feel about all of that, Orla?
Well, for me, yeah, I'd say it's exactly the same. When I've had an aha moment, it's something that I'm usually not thinking about at all, and it's so clear. Like you said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's also like once you know it, you can't unknow it. I mean, you can try or choose to ignore it, but it's so clearly not coming from inside. It's not coming from our minds. That you just can't ignore it. It really is a light bulb moment. Like it's a total moment of illumination, and it feels like it opens a doorway, and it opens like a pathway, like an opportunity to explore a new pathway. And that's how they've always felt like to me. Yeah. And also, we were curious as to what your definitions of aha moments are as well. Like, so please feel free to share in the comments, and also to share your own aha moments too. Sonia, do you have any aha moment you'd like to share?
Yes, my aha moment actually is a shock to me. I agree with all of you what you say. For me, so what happened was for a while, I was talking to my husband, say, I'm going to learn how to drive. I'm going to learn how to drive. And one day my husband said to me, it has been 10 years that I have been saying the same sentence, that I'm going to learn how to drive. And when he said that, it was a big shock to me. I was like, really? 10 years? And that really shocked me. And then that really, for me, it's like the light has been turned on, because I thought it was just last year or maybe a few months ago I have this understanding, but actually it turns out to be 10 years. So for me, it also gave me aha moment after that, also to see how I have been procrastinating or how my hesitation resistance has been running the show. So
the other interesting thing about that is that it came from your husband. So an aha moment doesn't always kind of drop in from spirit. They can kind of drop it in through other channels and other means. And it was your husband who said that, and that's what gave you that moment. Yeah.
Yes, it was loud and clear. The message was very loud and clear.
Yeah.
And what about you, Anita? What's your aha moment?
So an aha moment I had a long time ago in my very first office. After working all day, I had a little lounge area. I had literally flopped on the couch waiting for peak hour traffic to go by. I had the TV on. It was watching me. I was not thinking anything. And before I knew it, I had leaped off the couch saying out loud, "I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving." So before I knew it, I found myself across the office. I've got plastic cases where I put client files in that I have a lot of. And I found myself heading towards those, ready to start packing, until I caught myself and going, what in the world was that? I'm moving. Okay, where am I moving to? When am I moving? I didn't even go there with any of that. The moment I found absolutely amazing, and I can truly tell you I had not been thinking of moving, was quite happy where I was. The last thing on my mind was moving. And what was interesting about that came from our discussion after that, a chain of events had occurred, and I realized that it actually came from this aha moment, because that was playing in the back of my mind. It wasn't conscious. And it was from that seed or that aha moment that I ended up taking an action a few months later that led to the next chain of events that were quite amazing themselves. So yeah,
I had
out of nowhere.
Quite similar to you, Anita, in terms of that living somewhere or being somewhere and having no plans to go anywhere else until an aha moment told me otherwise. So I'll do a short version of the story, because people who know me know I like to tell long stories. So in my 20s, I was living in Hong Kong, had a great time. And after about 18 months, I left. And when I left, I had no plans to go back. I had been there, done that. And then another 18 months later, I met up with the woman I used to work with. And she just started talking about Hong Kong and said, oh, I think I'm going to have to take on another person. And literally out of nowhere, I just knew I was going back to Hong Kong. And the second before, I would have said, if someone had asked me, I would have said, no, I've been there, done that. And I just knew that I was going back to Hong Kong. And like you say, it does lead to a chain of events, but it's also the effect that it has on your life, because it really opens up. When you allow yourself to follow it and to listen to the guidance and listen to your intuition, it just changes everything. It's like a bit of magic. And for me, I mean, we're going to talk about how we've made our aha moments kind of a practical reality. But if I jump on a little bit, within 6 weeks, I was back in Hong Kong. But the outcome was that within another few weeks, I had met my now husband, and I got together with my now husband, and I'd also met my 3 main spiritual teachers. So that aha moment, had I not followed it, you kind of wonder where it would have gone, you know. But what's important is that when we have an aha moment, we always have the choice to go with it or not. I mean, we have free will, but it's not just the aha moment, it's the moments afterwards and how we make it from a moment of illumination into a practical reality. So I was wondering, Sonia, like, how did you, when you talked about your aha moment, how did that go from 10 years, oh my God, to an outcome? Yeah.
So like you said before, like I feel the moment you recognize the aha moment, you cannot unsee it. You cannot pretend it's not there, because it's just like somebody's, in this case, another person, my husband, presenting the facts to me. So once I know I cannot unsee it, so what I do is, well, first I have a shock. And of course, then I really doubt is it true or not, but no, but then it's true. So the next thing I know is I enroll into the driving school, and now I got the license. But for me, this aha moment is, like you said, is a life-changing, because having this aha moment not only helped me in a practical way, is that to have a license, but also helped me to understand like how my excuses or how something has been blocking my vision. And this aha moments just literally is like putting the new glasses on and saying, wow. Yes. And I'm wondering if anybody wants to share with us the aha moment and what the experience are.
Yeah, because we're quite happy to have a chat with each other, but that's not what this is about. It's about everybody all sharing together. So please feel free to share in the comments, and whether you're watching live right now or you're watching on a replay, we always check the comments afterwards anyway. So share your aha moments, and even how about where you get your aha moment, because Anita, you mentioned that earlier about how it's usually when you use a great phrase, idling, so you're not really thinking about anything in particular. Like for me, I could just be walking to my car and that would be it. There's so many different places that people may, I don't know, like in the shower is another one. I don't know about you guys, but
I'm brilliant. Traffic lights are brilliant for me. Genius moments happen at traffic lights. But over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about self-care and routines and habits and how we can work within and through and out of this COVID period. And I had a new little habit that I've created that at the end of the day, because we haven't been that mobile out and about, I play a little game of, when it's night, I play hide and seek with the moon. Mainly it hides, I go outside to find it, just have a couple of moments. It keeps moving, it's always in a different spot. So after one evening of coming back through the garden after having found the moon, just walking through, I had an aha moment of that stopped me in my tracks, and it was, oh, I don't need as much as I have, and I don't need as much as I use, and all I need is me. And I realized last week when we were talking about aha moments, I was talking about that lockdown has given me this opportunity to look through all the different areas in my life, physical, thoughts, emotions, my guidance, and to do a bit of a stock take and start, making adjustments. And I realized through us talking during the week that I thought that was my aha moment, or that was part of the aha moment. It wasn't. That was a bit further down the track in exploring the aha moment that actually happened in the garden. It was just a strong moment. So during this period that we've got, it's a work in progress. It's not something that I can do in one day, and things come along, and you discover further as I've been exploring it and making changes. So it's the moment is the moment from how I see it. The moment's the moment, and the exploration and practical parts are of it. And we have a comment from Pia Haresh. One aha moment was, having lived in Hong Kong pretty much all my life, was prompted to move.
So Pia, I'm just wondering, Pia, if you could share how, well, A, did you move, I guess is the next question, but B, how did you make that happen? Because, and actually moving seems to be quite a common theme. I guess Spirit wants us to move sometimes, or quite a lot of us to move. For me, with the realization, the aha moment that I was going back to Hong Kong, I knew that if I didn't do something straight away, that aha moment would fade. I would allow it to fade. So the next day that I was back at work, I handed in my notice, on that morning, and my colleagues thought I had lost my mind, which I had in a good way. And I just did something similar to what you said, Anita. I just took a step every day to make that a reality. So I would take the first step, and then listen to guidance, take the next step, listen to intuition, and take the next step. And I found that it wasn't actually that difficult. It was really just step by step. Oh, good. Here's an answer from Pia. Yes, she did move. And then here's, we have another comment here, Sonia. This is from Haresh.
Oh, Haresh said, I found aha moments come from the least obvious places. I agree. I found for me to be open to them, I got to be open and without any judgment or conditions of how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. That is so true. As soon as we start to think, oh, for example, if I had said, what if I'm going back to Hong Kong? I have to have A, B, and C. I don't know if that, I don't think it would have happened. Maybe it would have. But I actually did, like Haresh, I did the opposite. Initially, I was told it would be a part-time job and there was no guarantee of a visa because they couldn't guarantee it. But by the time I got there, it was a full-time job and visa was there, no problem. So yeah, there's sorry, we just lost your face there. I'm sorry, Sonia, while we have a comment here from Amanda. Sorry. Amanda says, I've been talking about buying a house up the coast for a couple of years, and I was able to purchase the house I had in mind. When COVID hit, I looked at the rent I was paying in Sydney, and the aha moment was, time to move. See, time to move again. In that moment, I realized I didn't need to buy a house to live up the coast. I could rent. About a week later, I had negotiated with someone to rent. Oh, wow. And 3 weeks later, living at the beach. Beautiful. That's fantastic. That's an aha moment from start to finish. Brilliant.
You guys, something I'm seeing now, it feels that aha moments contain within them the energy and the impetus or the fuel to take the next step. Because I was thinking about, I couldn't not aha in the garden about not needing as much. Having seen it, how can I not, or for me, I couldn't not see to address, and it feels that that inspiration or that fuel or the juice is contained within the aha to propel us to take the next step if we choose.
Yes, I feel so. My another shock aha moment. It's always come as a shock for me.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend for something, chit-chatting, and this friend suddenly said, Sonia, you always begin the sentence with a no.
Wow.
And that was a shock for me because I was about to say no. But then that was a shock for me. And that was also a aha moment. This friend said to me, regardless the answer, actually, there may not even be a question, yes or no question, maybe just sharing something. But I always start my sentence with no, no. So that was a big shock and big aha moment for me. And since then, I feel once, like I said before, once somebody has pointed out for you and you got this aha moment, you become very conscious about like your next action. So now I'm very conscious that if I want to say no, is it really that the answer is no, or I'm just giving into the habit of before? So that was my action.
Did you change from, instead of saying no at the beginning of every answer, did you just change it to yes?
Yes, most of the time, yes. And then, so that's what also something that I felt. I'm really thankful for that aha moment because that really helped me to see very clearly how that also it actually gives other people a lot of confusion because maybe the person is just talking about something that's no need to have a yes or no. So that was a great aha moment in my life.
It's aha moments can be some aha moments like need quite a lot of steps. Like you say, sometimes it just needs just the moment to change everything. Another kind of aha moment I had quite a few years ago was around relationships. And like many others, I kept having the same relationship with a different guy, but it was the same energy every time. So the first time it wasn't great, second time it was worse. And I decided that I wasn't going to do this anymore. I was going to avoid this type of person. And then, so maybe months later, I met this guy, and he was amazing. You know, we kind of connected conversationally, and he was very attractive. And I was all like, "Oh, this is amazing! And this is the guy." And one day, I wasn't even anywhere near him. I was probably walking to my car, and I just suddenly got this moment, and the moment just said, "It's the same guy, it's the same guy." And that was all it took, because once you know something like that about someone, you don't see them the same way anymore. So it was amazing, because I went from, "Oh, he's just so amazing," to, "Oh no, no, thank you." And that was it. And that's all it took. And but it changed. The outcome changed how I approach relationships from then on. And had I not had that aha moment, or had I not followed the aha moment, I wouldn't have been in the right place or position to have got together with my now husband. I mean, so that seems so not small, but quick. Can have such a huge effect on your life. Yeah.
Do you feel that aha moments are door openers? Like it's our soul or our intuition or spirit saying, opening a door for us, or the opportunity to.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. There's sorry, Sonia, you keep getting yourself. We can still see you. There's a question. This is a comment from Glynis. She said, "Yes, I've had aha moments around seeing that while I've thought that I've let go of this or that, there's often been a little piece remaining. And when I've got the next aha, that itself gave me the impetus to let go of another piece." Yes. Yeah. That's more of a process.
Yeah, work in progress for sure. And do you guys feel that this COVID-19 global circumstance has been an aha moment, maybe for us globally and as communities and as countries?
Yeah,
the environment.
It's like it's an aha moment for everybody on the whole planet. I can't. I'm sure that everyone, if not the majority of everybody, has had aha moments around their lives or their routines or their habits or self-care or the things we've talked about before. For sure. Yeah.
Yes, I feel so. I feel this is it's like a great opportunity. Is that when we like, I feel that it's like every one of us is being touched by this situation. So I feel like a lot of us, like one way or not another, have us either like some of us with aha moments that kind of wake us up or kind of promise to do something completely different. So I agree with what you said, Anita.
Yeah, I feel because we've moved through it a bit now, as in we're past the initial shock and the initial changes, that we're seeing the effects of it globally. We're seeing, the water clear up. We've had our own personal ahas and changes. We've seen how different communities and different groups have helped others out. And so, we're wanting to talk about this next week, continue our aha moments, and maybe we could explore how what the aha moment is for us globally or as communities or with regards to the environment. For me, in my aha moment of, I don't need as much as I have or as much as I've been using, that seems that, well, how can I now take what I've experienced out into the world as things start to open up? So that's what we'll be discussing next week. And if you would be interested in joining the panel and discussing it with us, please let us know in the comments. And yes, we'll explore these further.
Yeah, so not next week, but in 2 weeks' time. So on, I think it's July the 20th?
20th.
We'll be back with the live panel. So yeah, as Anita was saying, what are the like global aha moments, or the aha moments that maybe have happened in your community or in your country. You know, as Sonia mentioned at the beginning, I'm in New Zealand, Anita's in Australia, Sonia's in Hong Kong. So what's happening in your country? What aha moments and what kind of changes have occurred or are occurring? We thought that would be great to talk about in a couple of weeks' time. But yes, you know, please, if you'd like to be part of the panel, just let us know. We love company.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We could talk for days, but we're not going to.
No, we're not going to. So yeah, we've come once again to the end of another live panel. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we hope that you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are in the world. And yeah, let's all get together again on July 20th. Same bat channel, same bat place. Good night, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Don't forget to share.